Gotta fix that. How y'all doing this evening? I'm doing okay, I guess. I was going to try to come live yesterday, but my back was bothering me just way too bad. So I got to figure out some kind of holistic something because it's like only when the weather changes is when it kicks in. So tonight we're going to start out. We're going to be talking about Kandi Burruss. But before we talk about her, we're going to give some well wishes to Funky Dineva. I usually watch him every evening at 8 o'clock, and he's letting us know what's going on with him. So he won't be live tonight, but this is what's going on. So let's send him some well wishes, and I'll play it. Okay.
Information for educational purposes and not for sympathy, but I have stage 1 prostate cancer. They did 12 biopsies and 2 of them came back cancerous. 1 of them came back suspicious or inconclusive. It is very, very early. He mentioned something about a Gleason score and that mine was extremely low. So he's like, it is, you caught it at the earliest of early phases, which is a good thing. He's going to send off my, I guess, blood work or biopsies to do some genetic testing on it to determine if it's a slow growing cancer or a fast growing cancer. So we can then begin to explore what our treatment options were. I fast forwarded, asked him what are my treatment options. He said radiation, some experimental drugs, and surgery by robot. And I just went ahead and told him, I don't need to wait for anything to come back. Let's just go ahead and remove it, do a surgery by robot. And I have an appointment on December 8th with the robot doctor to set up surgery to get it removed. I don't think, granted, they gave me a book to read or whatever, and I'll, read over it tonight and across the week. But right now, with very little education, my gut just tells me cut it out. I want it cut out. I don't want to go through radiation and all of these other things. So that's what's going on with me, guys. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Yes, I'm a little down about it, but I'm about to take a nap, and I'll be fine.
So that's what's going on with Funky Dineva. And I said prayers to him, because that is a lot to deal with. I have an aunt that's she's doing radiation right now because they found spots on her lungs. So yes, but she caught it early enough. So hopefully everything works out with her as well. So from there, we're going to get into the Kandi Burruss of it all. And this week it's been something, she's been in the headlines and we all have been, I felt like it's a family member, um, you know, uh, marriage is breaking up because, we did not expect that. So I will go to, let me shoot. Let me go to where I wanted to share at. Okay. We'll share this one instead. I think. Let's go back here. And we'll go over some of the stuff she talked about. What the world is going on here? Lord have mercy. Let me just find it because this is ridiculous. And anyways, it was a moment with Kandi. She's talking about how she feels and what are her plans. So we'll share this one.
Sage says, how are you feeling today? Okay, Sage. I'm going to be very honest with you. I am up and down. Obviously going through a divorce is definitely not the easiest thing. Sometimes, you're cool, you know what I mean? You're moving, you're mixing, you're moving, and you're hanging out with friends. But then sometimes you have your moments of sadness, and me being the Taurus that I am, I like to keep those moments to myself. When I was on Housewives, I really couldn't keep moments to myself when I got upset, so y'all would catch me crying. But in real life, my everyday life, I don't really like for those moments to be shared with the world. So, but I am sharing with my Amazon family today. So I am up and down. And to be clear, yes, I filed Friday, but this is something that, has been brewing for a while. So all the times you've been seeing me online like, all of that means nothing. I've been going through it, y'all. I'm
going to stop it right there. She says she's been going through it. We find out that, she filed Friday. So was it Michelle ATL Alien Brown down in Atlanta? She actually got the divorce filings. And we find out that Kandi and Todd had been separated actually since the middle of July. And that, so she said it's been brewing and she's been going through it. I keep saying that live I watched, it was something about that live, other than Fatum being in there, but it was something that she not that she did say, it was like her interaction with Todd maybe he just was getting on her nerves because, honey, my husband gets on my nerves too, so honey. So it could have been just one of those moments. But that live was done in July. I know it was. Oh, that's when I watched it anyways. And I thought it was a live. I didn't think I was just watching something that was, a pre-record. So, so she said she was going through it. So we'll continue since July.
Through it. Life has been lifing me. Okay. Got it. Anyway, kind of hard sometimes when you see all the stuff online and, it's just everybody is making their own narrative of what's going on. And sometimes I'll be wanting to comment, but then I'm like, no. So I'm all over the place. Put it that way. Jay Franklin says, oh no, child, I can't answer that question. Taylor says, Kandi, you're breaking the internet. LOL, these folk want to know the tea.
And we do. And I think we all want to know the tea because we saw the whole thing. We saw her, when she wasn't with anyone. Then she met him because the African bone doctor or whatever was the one. I don't know what you call him, an African doctor or whatever. That was like a sorceress or something. Told her that her husband is there on the trip with her. So then she meets Todd there. And they've been together until this past July. So, we seen the baby, her struggles with trying to get pregnant and all that. So, we are vested. We want to know. But, it's really not none of our business. And I give her kudos for coming down here, even telling us this much. So I'll continue.
I mean, clearly. Tanya says, I'm so sorry to hear this. You guys look so good together. Thank you. Well, what I will say is, Todd and I were together our marriage lasted 11 years. We was together like 14. We got 2 wonderful, beautiful children. I have no regrets. Okay. So, sometimes things don't work out and it just is what it is.
And that's what I like to say because people keep saying, oh, we told you, we told her, oh, this, that, blah, 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 all of that. They were married 11 years. That's a long damn time. That is, it wasn't 11 months. It wasn't 12 days. It wasn't 6 months. It wasn't 3 years. It was 11 years. And they accomplished a lot more than most people would have, because most people don't stay married that long. And also, you know, they have 2 kids together. They blended their families. Also, in her divorce filing, she did state, you know, basically within the marriage, she had, you know, there was debt that she wanted to be considered. She also wanted her prenup to be enforced. She wants the like the custody to be 50-50, so it'd be joint custody. Also that she wanted to, you know, basically do everything, you know, amicably, and also kind of, you know, everything that they had before the marriage is theirs, but what they created during the marriage, that she's willing to, you know, split it, you know, 50-50, including the debt. Oh goodness, my phone's ringing. Just one moment. Well, I be darned. Just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Let me go back to where I was at. So also, she had stated that within the marriage, like she said, there was debt. She wanted to have the prenup enforced. Also, the debt, the prenup. I lost my line of thinking. Oh God. The children to be basically, you know, evenly split with the time and everything. And also for child support, whatever the law is for Georgia is what she's willing to do. So, you know, whatever, however they say it is, that's what she's willing to do there. So we'll continue.
Richard said, y'all so nosy. Yes, and you too, Richard, because you over here in the tea too. It says they just wanted to send love and healing my way. Thank you. And Michaela says, Kandi, how do you manage to do so many things? Okay. So, you know, I just do it. I don't really know. Somebody asked me that one time, and it's like, okay, you got dreams and goals, and you know, you got other things that you have going on, and you know, you just figure it out. I don't know. I pull the energy from somewhere. And to be honest with you, I love doing these lives. I love performing. Doing Anne Juliet on Broadway could not have come at a better time. I honestly was starting to go through something when I even said I was going to do this, because I knew that it would push me to stay in my zone and not fall apart. You know, I'm one of those people, like, if I, you know, focus on a project, it helps me to go through things. So I hope you guys come to see me on Broadway, because, honey, I'm going to be giving you my all, okay? Outside of what I'm giving to my children, you know. And they're doing well, by the way, if you wanted to know. Yeah, Keisha says, I love how you're still going on with your business. Love it, boss lady. Thank you, Keisha. So let's see what Jeannie says, speak on it with Mama Joyce, please. Oh, no. My mom does not need to be on speak on it right now. My mother has been very peaceful and happy. I'm not bringing her to come speak on it, because she might speak too much.
She sounds like her mom.
Let's see. Oh my gosh, they said I only have 3 minutes. What is going on? Time is flying. Teresa says, I was so hoping that it wasn't true. I love you both, Kandi and Todd. So is he invited to the gathering? Yes, we are having Thanksgiving this week. Let me just say, no matter what Todd and I are going through, we are parents together. We are co-parenting together. We have beautiful children together. So we are trying to make this transition as smooth as it can possibly be for our kids. That is our main concern. So we are keeping it very friendly. I don't know if you guys saw. Well, I haven't really posted all my pictures from Blaze's birthday party, but we both were at the birthday party. We both was there to support our baby girl, and we are going to continue to keep that same good energy going for our kids. That is our goal.
So that's the goal. And I feel like that they're trying to, be responsible parents, and they're going to try to make things work. They have little children. They're not teenagers. You have one that's 6 and the other one is he 9, 10? Somewhere like that. So I know they're going to, they got little bitty kids. So Lord Jesus. I could not imagine, Kandi is 49 and with some little kids to be dealing with. So also, since this has all been going on, people have been going back and digging up some old clips. Now, I will say that Todd and the Glam Squad, I really, really enjoyed watching it. It was good to me. I used to love watching it. The conversations would get very kind of heated a little bit. I don't want to really use heated. Lord, I can't even think of the word I want to use. But anyways, it would get very spirited. So, because you have two people, he would always, take because there's all women, so he's always trying to play devil's advocate. And the women, they're all in there. They got the way they feel, and he has the way he feels, and he's really trying to push the button. Look, I'm me in his hair, trying to really, push it some. So I thought it was unfair that they use some of the clips, because you have to watch the whole episode. I'm not lying. Go back over there to Todd Tucker's YouTube page. Those ain't gonna tie in the Glam Squad. There be some good conversation. They're adult conversations, but it's good. I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go over here and let y'all see some of the clips they had from it. Let me go here and share the screen. And so when he's having these conversations, like someone says, Todd is a producer, so he knows what's going to get people going. And I'm not lying. These y'all have to go back and watch them. I mean, watching them before, you got a different feel. Now that we're watching it after they filed for divorce, it's kind of like, but here we go.
Who are bosses and have all this money and got this extra shit. Why say it like that? No, because I think, I understand the double standard, but I think you also need to understand the man that you're with, the man that you chose and you're allowed to choose you, that you can't be so mine. You know what I mean? You have to open up within reason. I'm not saying going by no niggas, no Bentleys and doing dumb shit, but you got to invest in y'all and y'all future, and you got to let your man feel like a man in those scenarios, because with all the money that you have, you can end up by yourself. You know what I mean? Because at times that type of energy of it's mine. No, I'm just being honest as a man. I'm just giving you my honest thought. I'm gonna be real with y'all. For y'all women who are bosses and have all of this money and got this extra, my honest opinion. Okay. As you continue to be like, it's mine, It's hard to get someone to say it's mine in a relationship that's supposed to be it's ours. Can I talk? Can I talk? And it's not about, hey, I got this 10 million, let me give you 5. It's not that. It's more so just knowing like, yo, we got each other, you know, whatever. Let's build, let's make it happen. But when you hear a person say mine a lot, that shit sticks. Believe me, I'm telling you. My honest opinion.
So, in that clip, he was talking about boss women, and like I said, some of these clips they get a little heated. But Kandi was basically stating, you know, she stated, when men. And, you know, the men and the women get divorced, basically. She don't think no man should, a man should be a man and shouldn't ask the woman for nothing. You know, like no spousal support or nothing like that. And so she was, that's where she's at. Did you see how her face was looking like? Wait a minute. I said, oh, Kandi looking like Mama Joyce. But like I say, these conversations were good conversation, and he would always do the opposite of what the women. So he would give an alternative way of thinking than what, because he knew what the women was going to come out and say. So he was always trying to be opposite of them, playing devil's advocate. So, I mean, like I said, you have to go over to his page. It was good conversation. Some of them, it was good conversation. I mean, I enjoyed them. Like I said, they would get a little spirited, and people, Kandi said, people gonna think we ain't we getting a divorce because of the way we talk. But it was just they're having the way they're talking. And this is Todd and the Glam Squad, or the Glam team, and it's basically Kandi. She's getting done up for the day. She might have whatever business is going on or whatever. So she have her stylist, her hairstylist there, and her makeup artist. And they're having these conversations while she's getting her glam done. So then let's go over to. So then they didn't resurface. They said Todd out there celebrating. Here we go.
All right, guys, we always winning, and cheers to new beginnings.
This is, oh no, Kandi announces she's filing for divorce from Todd after 11 years. And it's an emotional time. He out here cheers, and I don't know. You know how men do. Men are different than women. So it's tired of that family truth to be told. And Brandy said he was tired of that family. I think, there's a lot of things probably came into play. Whatever. I don't believe it was probably her family. I believe it was them. Because usually, you marry, you're not really married to their, you are, but you're not. I've been married 31 years. I know it can be very hard if the family don't, get along with you, but I don't think, it's probably some other issues. And it just seems like, to us, it seems abruptly, even though we found out that they were separated since July. She says it's been brewing for a while. She's been going through it. So I don't know what it could, we don't, none of us know. We all just speculate. But I remember, I don't know what season it was, when Todd complained about her working so much. She's been gone. And I think this is when Blaze was little. I remember she was on The Shy. And I remember once he was upset when she was on the Shine, she came back and they had, I guess he didn't know that they had like a love scene, her and the guy who played her husband, I forgot his name, the gangster or whatever. And I don't think Ty liked that. I'm like, how's the producer tripping? They acting. So maybe, they just, one person's ambitious is to go in this way, and maybe the other person is going to go that way. I think probably they're both strong-willed, but whatever happened. So, and she said that there's no going back in that divorce decree. What it says, whatever it means, it says it ain't no going back. This is it. It's over. So I don't know. What's like? Eva said the same thing. They used to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Is she back with her ex-husband? So I think a lot of the wording or the jargon in that divorce filing is kind of basically what they say in most paperwork, and they're waiting on Todd to reply. Hopefully everything is done amicably. I can't even get the word out. That we don't have no messy divorce. They already have a prenup, so it shouldn't be nothing just crazy. She's not really asking for anything, but for the prenup to be enforced and letting them know there was debt along with this marriage. So shoot, as we start splitting monies or whatever, let's remember this debt. So, this would be probably, hard for the children. She said her kids are doing fine. I just hate, everybody got these think pieces. So I'm not going to try to contribute to it too much. We try to be messy and entertaining. But, like she said, she see all these things in people, everybody going back, scrutinizing, things they said. Because, we're all trying to find the there. But so far, ain't no women that came out and saying nothing. Because people's like, oh, he's out there cheating or whatever. Or they're saying other things about her that, oh, she's with, he's got her girlfriend. So, somebody even said that they said it on somebody's live. They put it in the chat. So, yeah, basically, she was like using him for like he was her beard or something, or her purse. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I'm like, Kandi's always been open that she has dipped in the lady pond. So why would she need him? She could have continued. Now, there's funny guys she talked to too, because I was shocked to find out that her and Gerald Levert actually dated. I'm like, wow, I would never put them two together for nothing. So I don't think she has a type. And someone else made very good sense about, about Kandi being a boss and probably trying, when she goes out there trying to date again, men that's on her level, she's probably not going to find, because most men on her level want someone to, be so submissive and, they want to be the ones who hold the purse string so they can kind of tell this woman what the fuck to do. You know how they go. They want that power, and they looking at this girl as a powerful girl. And if she's, trying to find somebody on her level, it's probably going to be pretty hard for her, even though they're on her level, maybe, they probably don't have as much money or whatever, because right now most Black women make more money than men, our counterparts. So, it is what it is. So Ty was not broke when he got with her, he just was not famous, So, but them being, married, I think it helped both of them. But, she was the name in the face. So that helped promote it, whatever they were trying to do, because this is Kandi Burruss, and she used her platforms to really launch whatever she was trying to do. So, I think we all should give her a moment. I don't think she need to come down and tell us shit else, even though we want to know. She ain't got to tell us nothing else. We don't have to know. Because, like I said, she has little kids. They don't need to be, finding out the ins and outs about her parents. Their parents divorced on the internet. Just let it, because like when my parents got divorced, I ain't need to know every damn thing. And I don't need everybody out in the street to know why my parents got a divorce. So I don't think she needs to tell us nothing else. We can speculate. And that's what we're going to do. But nothing else needs to come out of her mouth. And, she's not on any reality show right now. So she don't need to tell us shit else. But hey, if her and Todd get it finalized, or if they get back together, whatever, it's not really none of our business, We want to make it our business, but it ain't our business, honey. She done broke the internet. So, because everybody know, they like what they used to call her, the people's champ. I said, but I thought it was nice that they still did the Blaze's birthday, and let's go here. Here's some pictures from Blaze's birthday. So this is the Ebony exclusive. Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker come together to celebrate daughter Blaze's 6th birthday. Good to him.
Hey, what's up, Ebony? We are here at the birthday party for my baby Blaze. This is your inside sneak peek of what we've been doing today. Everybody just basically been having fun. Everybody showed up and showed out for my baby. She turned 6, and I am so thankful for everybody who came. Hey, what's up?
So then we have, look at this. Who's there? We got Shamia. We have Kenya. And remember LaToya? Remember the one that Drew called herself? Having the the receipt with on the cassette tape about her and the prophet or whatever. That's LaToya. So then there's Kandi and there's Blaze, and I don't know who the little girl is. This is a grown woman. She's playing one of those Disney characters. What is that? Girl, I don't know. Snow White, I think. I'm not sure. And then we have, look here. We got Todd and Scrappy. And we have Ace. And look at that. Mama Joyce. And the girl from, what's her name? Rashida. Let's see, she had a trying year too with her son Kai. Thank God he was in charge. And so there's the cake. Isn't that pretty? I think that's Snow White. That's with the apple. I think so, yeah. So that's really cute. So, they came together for that. So we have to let it be what it is. We hate to see it. But, everybody got to do what they got to do for themselves. That's how that works out. We ain't in it. So I said, let me come on here for a little bit tonight. And I've been tired. I had to go to the hospital to see my dad tonight. He got to choking in the room real bad. I'm like, oh, my God. So it turns out, because I brought him some, he wanted me to bring him some Popeyes. So I brought him some Popeyes chicken. And he's having problems swallowing. So he's choking. So then I just took the whole box of chicken and just threw it in the garbage. I said, hell no. He ain't been to choke to death on my account. No. I threw it away. So I said, I'm back at home. I said, let me get on here and talk about little stuff. And hopefully I've been to finish up. I watched Real Housewives of Potomac. And I gotta rewatch it and take down notes. So that's what I want to do. Then I'm gonna do my whole little spill on it tomorrow and try to get everything done this week. I still even got people tax returns to do. I haven't did. I got my own. I still need to do shit. You know how you don't want to do something? I don't feel like doing it. I don't. So that, I mean, what do you guys think about Kandi and Todd? I know we all hate to see it. I do. I feel like a family member just broke up. I almost feel like with my uncle and no, I ain't gonna say it like that, but it's sad. I ain't gonna say I almost feel like my uncle, he got a divorce. I don't feel that bad. But I mean, I feel sad. No, this is something we wasn't expecting, and we thought, how you think people lives look great? I heard that they were actually in the middle of building a home. So it sounds like something abruptly had happened because they're building a home. So who knows? We know Kandi is going to be on and, oh Lord, what's it called? And something. Something on Broadway. See, this is what's happening when you get old and you don't take notes. Is in something. It's on Broadway, y'all. Y'all can figure it out. Oh my God. And Juliet, right? Is that it? I think that might be it. That's going to be. And she's happy that she's doing that because so she can get off into something and pour everything into that and kind of not really just dwell on herself getting a divorce, because you can have one of those times where you have those pity parties. Because sometimes I have a pity party about just my situation, because like I said, I'm a Gen Xer. And when you have to kind of help with your parents and you're helping with your grandkids, that gets very exhausting. It does. And, you're in a situation where, shoot, I don't have no time for myself. None. So, yeah. So it can, I feel like, so she can, just get off into her work and try to not really think about what's going on, even though it's there, but not really, have to be, so emotional. She's like, I know I got something to do, so I got to be doing this. So that's it. And y'all let me know what y'all think. But that's it. So I'm going to get together and finish reading. I'm looking at this doggone Real Housewives of Potomac and get my little Stacey stuff because I think Stacey is the MVP. Even though her ass is lying. Stacey is a liar, but she's funny. I think she's like a Mia. But not a so Mia was a liar too. But she ain't a hoe with it. She's quirky and it's funny. So it would have probably really been good if Karen would have been on this season. Because I'm not lying. I think that the QVC voice she uses, because we all know how to code switch. She's code switching. And she's reading the girls down with her QVC voice, Miss QVC. She's reading them down. So, but don't forget, Stacey is from the D. She is from Detroit. So she can get down and get with the best of them. So don't let the voice get you all confused. Don't let that happen. Just like Tia said, don't let this accent. I said, but oh my goodness. And plus, I found out some information on Miss Cookie over there, honey. Miss Cookie, a hot damn mess. She is. So when I do my review tomorrow, I will give you all the information that I found out about Miss Cookie. Allegedly. And we can laugh about we can laugh about Miss Stacy, because Stacy got this, honey, she wrapping them girls up, and it's funny because she's not even doing any, letting it even bother her. She rolling with it. And I mean, I think she's her. I like Tia too. Angel, girl, I think you messed up a whole opportunity. You talking about this damn catfish. But we found out why she used big words, because she was on, what was that show called? That's My Man. About My Man. What? I put the picture. I kept the picture. I go, this is why she's using big words, Giselle. Because she's a journalist. What was that? For My Man. So she was one of the journalists on there on season 3, episode 9, about the McCarthy Hardin. And yes, McCarthy, and I think this is Hardin. Yeah, there's a semicolon there. But anyways, it's For My Man, and her maiden name is Elliott, so it's Angel Elliott. Let me see if y'all can see it on my phone. Crap. Let's see here. And move this down. I don't like. Can we see it? I don't know. You can see. Well, I guess you can't, but you can see it a little bit. But that's Angel. Shoot. But she's on that For My Man. So, For My Man, them chicks always doing some crazy shit for their man. So I don't know. But she's a journalist. And I think that's why she was using big words, Giselle. She knows how to use them. She's an orator. So that's it. That's all. I'm about to eat this nothing but cake. And then I'll have to get back on my diet, honey. I said I'm not doing too much. We got Thanksgiving coming. I don't eat a lot of Thanksgiving food. Maybe because you smell it all day long. I don't cook. My husband does all the cooking. I may make a side dish. I may not. What I usually do is walk around and clean up his mess. That's what I do. I try to clean up, keep it all clean. So, but I hate cooking with a passion. Don't want to cook at all. Like to eat, hate to cook. So I'll get back with you guys tomorrow. Y'all have the rest of this evening. And I'll see you then. Good night.